Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Back.
And to give this time to the tailback. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Come on, set. On the base. 53. You must be dreaming. Check nickel. Mr. Brown. Max back.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check it out, Reed. Real.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the penalty, Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray now. Carrying this one out for Evans. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 44-yard line.
On second and 12, Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 25, check 25, check 25.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes our score 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, bye.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
1st down, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, he's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. My time.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
59. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On second and 15 now. Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
At the 2-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Let it go.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And this one's incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Murray going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 7. Throwing now is Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
King. 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Throwing, Mayfield, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw, it's Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Murray out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Mayfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If he'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Newton, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low.